Hello, hello, hello. We're live. You are welcome, 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 welcome. You are absolutely welcome, everyone. Welcome, everybody. Let's just give each and every one of you a minute to settle down. Grab your bubbly and your cake. If you have cupcakes or anything, this is my cake. Look at that. Beautiful. So you're welcome to this book launch. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's give each and every one of you a minute to settle down, to take your seat, grab some popcorn or some bubbly or water, orange juice, whatever. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, I'm absolutely excited about today. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all so much for making it to this virtual book launch. Hey, I am so happy. You can see with a smile on my face because today we're going to be launching this beautiful sunshine. Yes, I think another term for this book to me is a sunshine. You know, this book hopefully going to be a sunshine in everyone's life, every reader. So yes, welcome to my book launch. My name is BC Oshindeko, and today I'm going to be launching my book virtually. And the beauty of today's book launch is that no matter where you're joining me from, you can be absolutely assured that you're going to have a swell time. So let me get your comments on the screen. So if you can leave me a comment so I can welcome you. I'd like to know where you're joining me from, what country, what state, what town, what city. Please leave a comment so I can properly welcome you to this book launch. So let's get these. So later on, I think that's around about 20 minutes past 3. I will be doing a proper introduction to tell you a bit more about myself. So for those who don't, so for those who are meeting me for the very first time, but just for now, I would love to welcome you. Some of you are going to be watching these in a replay. Welcome to my book launch. My name is BC Oshindeko, and I'm going to be launching this beautiful book today. Today we have, there's so many things that I've worked so hard, apart from the book, to put in place because I would love you to have a fantastic experience, especially for those of you who have not attended a virtual book launch. I'm going to be telling you a little bit about some of the things to expect. So you can expect, so yes, I'm doing the welcome right now. In about, let's get these on the screen. In about 10 minutes time, we'll be having the trailer. Then after the trailer, we'll be having a live Q&A. Then we'll be having a bit of an introduction. Then we'll be having the book reading. Then we'll be having inspirational talk from Councillor Vanessa Boateng and Ufoma Anihoro, Shana Begum. And we'll then have the announcement of our book launch winners and then the vote of thanks. So please sit back and enjoy today's book launch. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Let me look at the comment section so that I can see what you're saying. Hello, thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much. Thank you, Akimi Adefunke, thank you. Thank you, Maggie from Sheffield. Thank you so much for joining this virtual book launch. Hello, this is one of our inspirational women who will be speaking to us today, sharing some words of wisdom soon. Thank you so much. Hello, thank you, BB from Bolton. Oh, thank you so much, Jenny. I really appreciate your kind words. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for coming to support me. And I'm going to go straight. I think the next thing we need to do now is the book trailer. So yes, leave a comment and tell me if you are ready for the book trailer. And let's get all the technical bits sorted. So that is my book trailer. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about the trailer. I wanted the trailer to be on before I tell you a bit more about the book, and then I can respond to some of your questions. So I'm just going to introduce the actual details of my book to you, just a little bit of a blurb, or I would say summary of what my book is about, because I don't want to assume that all of you have been following my post. So for those who are just hearing about this book today, so I'm going to be talking about befriending adversity. So in this book, some of the things you're going to learn is based on the fact that I wanted to normalize how we sort of like, in terms of how we respond to adversity. I just feel that sometimes in life, we go through life, you know, with the expectation that our journey will be smooth and we will absolutely have no challenges. And this was my own sort of viewpoint, if you understand what I mean. Growing up, I expected that if I did everything right, everything will always fall into place. Obviously, that was when I was a child into teenagehood. And I think adulthood, I then started to learn that actually adversity is actually not my enemy. Adversity is my friend, and adversity is not my enemy. And some of the things I want you to learn from my book is the fact that adversity is a part and parcel of life. I get these questions from time to time. I get the why question, how and why, how do you do it? And so this is the reason why I've written this book. And I wanted these to encompass both my business experience and my life experience. You'd also get to learn how to cultivate a positive attitude, as a positive mental attitude, and in the midst of adversity. In this book, you also learn the importance of focusing on your purpose, vision, dreams, instead of focusing on setbacks or challenges. You also learn why keeping the right association is the key to success in both your life and your business. Something else you're also going to learn from my book is how to build a passionate team for optimal business success. You also learn how to get rid of the victim's mentality in times of adversity. This is really important, and I'm really, really looking forward to your feedback, those who have read it. And you also learn how not to quit when life's challenges surround you, or when life's challenges buffet you. So you would learn how not to quit. In conclusion, some of the last 2 points that I'm hoping you will learn from my book is, why is hard work a prerequisite for success in life and business? And you also learn from my book why it's not just hard work, but in addition to hard work, smart working as well. So smart working, why it is a prerequisite for success in life and business. Finally, you would learn the principles of overcoming adversity and setbacks in your life and business. So occasionally I'm going to pause so that I can look at your comments, because we're going into the Q&A so that I can find out what you're saying. So if you're new Viewers who've joined us, I can also welcome you as well. So let's give each and every one of you a minute to leave your comment. So I'm going to be displaying some of your comments on screen. This is my brother here, my younger brother. Hi, TJ. Thank you so much for your support. My husband, thank you so much, sweetheart, for your support. Thank you. Okay, I think I have welcomed everybody. So I'm going to move on to the next agenda, which is the book reading. I think for the purpose of those who haven't seen the agenda before, I'm going to put the agenda on screen for you so that you can see what. So just let me know. Someone is actually timekeeping for me. I want to be sure that I'm absolutely bang on time. Okay, so I'm going to be going into the book reading now. Let's get all the. Okay, so now, because this is a live event, I've decided that I'm randomly going to choose where I'm going to read because every part of this book is my favorite. So I'm going to randomly choose, or if you want to suggest, for those who have read it, where do you want me to read? But I think something that is important for me to state about this fantastic book. I mean, it's not just because it's my book, but it's because I have read lots of books, and I can tell you that I have picked up a lot of good practice, if you know what I mean, good ideas. For example, I feel that sometimes when we read books, good books, it's easy for us to forget. So at the end of each chapter, there is like a summary. So I call them nuggets. So like at the end of chapter one, I will put this into a slide, but at the end of chapter one, you get something called nuggets. So this is like nuggets one. You see that? So that's like a summary of each and every points that so it's more like a summary. So it's even good for those who maybe, if you're sort of trying to skim around, the book, you can even just read each of the nuggets. It gives you an idea of what's in each of the chapter. So I think I should read the nuggets for chapter one. So that's nugget one. The man who fears adversity will never grow. He who abhors challenges may as well create his own cosmos. For as long as we live on this planet, we must brace ourselves up for adversities. It is almost impossible to bring a new life into this world without some painful, difficult, and challenging processes. It is as though the difficulty that surrounds the birthing process is to prepare us for a world of adversity. So women, we can understand how labor is, if you think about the screaming, the crying, whilst this varies for every woman, that is like a painful process. Then at the end of that, you see your baby and then you're really happy. So in a way, that is some form of adversity, So yeah, so that's why I said in my book that it is as though the difficulty that surrounds the birthing process is to prepare us for a world of adversity. It doesn't matter our financial status, political affiliation, religion, race, or nationality. We would one day come face to face with adversity. And the earlier we realize that and prepare for it, the earlier we would be able to handle and overcome adversity when it comes. 4. No one has achieved anything of what that has not first encountered and overcome adversity. 5. That's the fifth nugget. As long as you believe that troubles, challenges, and difficulties mean the end of the road for you, you would never develop the necessary traits for overcoming them. To overcome adversity, you must change your mindset, build your character until you become indomitable. 6. You do not know exactly what you're capable of until you meet adversity. That is exactly true for my life. You only know a little or nothing about your strength if you have not been faced with challenges. Through adversity, we build our muscles, our strength, our skills, and our ability to succeed in life. It doesn't matter how much you desire success, that's seven, and excellence in life. If you don't encounter adversity, you would rarely be able to develop the traits and skills that you need to succeed. Adversity is a character builder. It molds you, prepares you for the journey of life. I'm moving towards the conclusion of the nugget one. Challenges and difficulties of life are the fire that purifies you like gold and makes you more valuable, ready for excellence and success in all areas of your life. 10. If you allow adversity to rule your life, you would only be reacting to circumstances instead of living a well thought out life. Successful people do not live reacting to life's circumstances. They already know that life is full of challenges and are prepared to fulfill their dreams, achieve their goals, and accomplish life's purpose despite the adversities of life. That is nugget one from my book, Befriending Adversity. So I'm really, really happy to move on to the next agenda. I'll just put the agenda up again. So for those who are just joining, let's get these up. So we are going to be, okay, I was going to take, we before we bring in the inspirational women, we are going to have a live Q&A. So I'm going to respond to your questions. If I can't find any question in the comment section, I'm going to pick out some of the questions that I've already received, because in the process, in the weeks leading up to today's launch, I have seen a couple of questions that have been asked. And even though I've tried to respond to some of them, I will try to respond to some of them here so that, let me just make sure we're on time, so that other people who are watching can sort of like also gain from the answers that I will be, sharing today. Just sure, 15, 16. Okay, live Q&A. I think we're round about on time now. So Q&A, let's go to your question. This is live, so I'm just going to go to your questions. This is a comment. Having good role models. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Ade. Thank you so much. You're here. Someone said chapter 7 is great. Thank you for the feedback. I love this feedback. Thank you. We should prepare. Thank you for your words. Thank you so much. Okay. So I've had feedback about the trailer as well. Thank you so much for the feedback about my trailer. Thank you. Okay, so leave a comment, leave a question. I might have to come back to that because I can see comments, but I cannot see questions. You have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? One question that I'm going to respond to, whilst I cannot see it in the comment section, it is a question that some ladies in a business networking group asked me. What the question they asked is, what informed the choice of your colors? So the choice of my colors, and I think that's something I love about my book. It's completely custom made. That's the design. I will talk about my graphic designer, the book cover designer, when I'm doing my vote of thanks at the end. But I love the fact that we went through a lot of communication before we finally chose these colors. Now, when you look at the subject adversity itself, I don't want it to be some sort of depressing book, if you know what I mean. I wanted it to be a ray of sunshine. So if you see the book on your bookshelf, you will just have to stop and look like, that's a really captivating book, if you know what I mean. Yellow itself is like, it really exudes happiness, if you know what I mean. Happiness, positivity, exuberance, if you know what I mean. So in contrast to the topic, we're talking about adversity and challenges. I wanted the book cover to be a positive one, to look to exude positivity. So that's why I chose the colors. And I love the fact that the colors that it fades into an ombre. This is actually my favorite color, blush as well. And yes, so that is the reason. And in terms of my photo, my previous book, which was an anthology, obviously didn't have my photo, but I am hoping, and this is the reason why, and I'm hoping that I can be a ray of sunshine. And this is because I wanted to know that I can put my name behind whatever, my name, my face, behind whatever I put into this book. And this is the reason why I'm absolutely happy to grace the cover of my book. So we're going to move on because time flies when you're having fun. So I don't want us to be behind. I am going to move on to the next agenda before I bring in my inspirational women. It's a little bit about me because I haven't actually talked to you about, so for those who are just meeting me for the very first time, just tell you a bit about me. Okay. Just technical bits. Okay. So a little bit about me. I am a businesswoman. I'm a public speaker, philanthropist, author, and baby wearing consultant. I'm also the founder of Britain's eponymous baby wearing brand, Joy and Jill Baby Wrap Carriers. And alongside my husband, we're also into real estate. And I'm also the founder and admin of Joy and Joe Special Needs Parenting Support Group on Facebook. So you can join from wherever you are. I'm a mother to two absolutely gorgeous children. You can follow us on our Instagram to learn more about our family, our disability advocacy work that we do, by our day-to-day experiences. My both children, Joy and Joseph, they were both born with special needs, and they are the inspiration behind whatever I do today. I am a graduate of the University of Nottingham, a scholar, and I am the recipient of the prestigious DFID and Commonwealth Scholarship for Postgraduate Studies, an Ofsted registered child, an Ofsted registered early years expert. So I used to run the childcare business. And I've been a governor so far in 3 special needs primary schools, special needs school in the United Kingdom. I've been involved in several charity works as well. I started and I ran a support group for parents of disabled children in Wigan. And I also took part in several charity activities, such as meeting with the House, with the MPs and Speaker of the House of Commons via Scope Charity. In 2012, I won the prestigious Moms Club Award as one of the top 100 business moms in the UK, and I was nominated for the prestigious Venture Father Award by the University of Manchester Business School, and my business was announced as the final winner for that particular award. In 2017, I was nominated for the Talk of Manchester Business Award, and I was voted the overall Best Female Entrepreneur in 2017. I became a politician in 2016. I got elected last year. I got elected to serve St. Helens Power Ward. So I'm currently a Labour councillor for Power Ward. My journey into the world of business, entrepreneurship, or disability advocacy, even writing, was inspired by my children, Joy and Joseph's difficult start in life. I was inspired by the desire to encourage other parents to enjoy the benefits of bonding with their children. And so, yes, so this is where I am. In my bio, I also mentioned that I am looking to share my experience about disability, entrepreneurship, and my aspiration for the future. So I'm really absolutely excited that I am having my book launch today. So we're going to move on to the next agenda. What do we have? Okay, we're going to be hearing from, we've already had the book reading, so we are going to be hearing from some of our inspirational women. Let's get the slides on screen. One second. Please hit the emoji buttons. Let me know how you feel, excited, happy, hopefully not bored. Okay, so I'm going to just look for it. I'm going to. Okay, yes. So I would like to introduce my inspirational women to you. Planning for my book launch. I thought it would be absolutely fantastic to bring. Now, the thing is, I know a lot of inspirational people, so it wasn't easy actually choosing these three women. So yes, I know a lot of inspirational women, but I think these three women, their stories absolutely stand out to me. They absolutely inspire me. And I just love the message behind the work that they do. And so I'm really excited to introduce Councillor Vanessa Boateng. She is my colleague. She's also a councillor. She's a councillor in Knowsley, a Labour Party member as well. And she is the CEO of Creations by Viva. Shana Begum. Shana Begum is a mental health expert who I'm very privileged to know. She's based in St. Helens, and she is a domestic abuse expert as well. And she's also here today to join us. She'll be sharing some words of wisdom as well. And finally, I have Ufoma Anikoro. London-based Ufoma is another inspirational woman that I absolutely love and admire. She is not just a special needs mom like me, but she's also a businesswoman. So she is the CEO of Motherless Mix. And yes, I cannot wait to introduce each of them. So I'm going to be bringing each of them to you very soon. The first inspirational woman I am going to bring to you is Councillor Vanessa Boateng. Please leave a comment and welcome Vanessa as I bring her to the screen. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello, everyone. Hello, BC. Nice to see you virtually.
Virtually, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
All
it's
right.
exciting to have you. Thank you so
Yes.
much. I'm just going to
Yes.
get my name. I need to get my name off the screen so that I can have
Mhm.
your name. Do you want to, I need to get your name on screen. Should we get your name on
Okay.
screen, please?
Yes.
Okay, let's get your name on screen. That is my balloon, by the way. So
Don't
many
worry, these
balloons
things
here.
happen. They happen all the time.
Too many balloons here. Too many balloons here. Too many balloons here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, please share with us some words of advice about adversity and how you overcame adversity, please.
Yes. Oh, thank you for giving me this opportunity, to be part of your book launch. I really appreciate this because we are in a pandemic as we speak. And it's so unfortunate that we cannot meet, together. But at least thank God for the internet that we can meet virtually.
Yeah.
And also thank you for giving me the opportunity to also share my would I say a little bit of snippets with regards to your book and also befriending adversity. Well, I mean, everybody goes through adversities. There are sometimes you can have it high, you can have your adversities as minute as very little. Sometimes you can have adversities as high as a mountain, But at the end of the day, it is how you utilize the situation that you find yourself that makes you a victor, in the end of it. Um, Personal experiences, I have quite a number. I don't even know where to start from, but I would think I will start from this adversity of the pandemic, which made me to launch my skincare brand. And because I was thinking about how I was going to talk about, you know, she already has it. Uh, all right, let me tell you. You see, she has already put me on the spot. I didn't know, I didn't tell her anything. But I mean, it just came to mind today to talk about it. I'll tell you that in the pandemic, this pandemic of COVID-19 has really, brought out the other side of myself, of which, I have become of service to humanity and my people and people of color, especially because, those of us who are from Africa or have a Afro-Caribbean background, we find it very difficult, when we're in the weather of, whether winter or summer, we usually have, would I say, adverse reaction to the weather when it comes to our skin. Sometimes we can have rashes, sometimes we can have blurries on our faces or our body. It depends on the kind of skin that you have. So during this lockdown, or would I say from last year, I've been thinking of coming up with a brand that can be a solution, to our skincare issues, especially those of us who live here. And then I came up with, I remember that, we had um, Africa Black Soap, which I am, continuing to develop as well, to infuse in already in things that we're used to, like shower gels, or even to improve the way, it looks, it smells, or the scent and things like that. So I came up with my skincare range in the adversity of COVID-19. So I was able to come up with products that are plant-based. So like what BC showed is a plant-based extract eyeshadow that has all its ingredients made from plant um, extracts materials. So that if you are someone like me who's got sensitive skin, you can use it and you will not have any adverse reactions, because all the products, or the materials contained in that product are plant-based. And everybody is wanting to go natural, because we've seen that people, because when you whatever you're putting on your skin is you're feeding your skin, is going straight into your blood vessels and what have you. So you have to, use things that are natural, so that at the end of the day, as you're feeding your skin, it's going into your bloodstreams and it will not cause it. I mean, your inner well-being is taken care of. Now that is an adversity. I mean, during the COVID-19 brought out this, the best of me coming out with this kind of product. Now, I also say that in terms of adversity as well, I remember when I was also, when you come into the country, you also have to wait a while for things to settle up with your immigration status and stuff like that. And I remember the time when we were waiting, or when I was waiting, and it seemed as if the whole doors had already been closed. That was when I came up with my charity, New Era Initiative, where we help migrant parents to, okay, where we help migrant parents to adjust themselves in the UK. With that, that led me to different places. So, I mean, it came up with me coming up with a book, coming out with ideas, and coming out with how to meet up with people, and also bringing me to the journey of being a counselor. So adversity is the, would I say, is the ladder for you to reach the next height. So with my sister's book, Befriending Adversity, I would employ everyone to be a friend to adversity, because adversity is what takes you to the next level of your life, or whatever you want to, you want to be in life. So I thank BC for writing this book. I've just read snippets of it, and I can tell you that it is worth reading. If you think you're giving up hope or you think maybe the doors have been closed on you. No, it's now that the door is being opened onto you. So I would encourage everyone, go grab the book, read it, digest it, and move on. I think that's what I can say. If we go on and on and on and on, I will give you so many examples. But I think in adversity, every adversity is the ladder or is the stepping stone for you to reach your potential or to reach your where you are expected to be in life. So that's
Fantastic.
what I have to say.
Thank you so much,
All right.
Counselor Rebecca. I am so inspired. You know, I love the fact that you started your business in the midst of the pandemic. So even in the forward of my book, my dad also talked about the pandemic. It is a form of adversity. You know, let's not lie. The pandemic, you know, has been very challenging to lots
Yes.
of families, to lots of people, and the fact that you were also able to thrive in the midst of that your adversity. You started your business in the midst of, you know, the pandemic. I really applaud you, and thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for the words of wisdom. I'm sure that a lot of people will be watching these in the replay. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm going to bring in my next inspirational lady, inspirational woman. Ufoma Anigoro, like I earlier told you, is also here as well. And she's going to be joining us from London. And I love this woman. She is a mother to a child with special needs like me. But I think what's special about her as well is the fact that she has such a positive attitude, you know. She has a positive attitude even before I met her. Well, met her virtually because I've met her virtually and not face to face. But I've already, you know, basically when DSA introduced her to me or introduced me to her, I said, this is my kind of person. I need to meet her. I need to meet her. She is hardworking, she's diligent, she's fantastic. And the fact that she has a child with special needs hasn't stopped her from running her own business, starting her own business, and her business is also thriving as well. No matter what's happening, you'll see Ufoma pushing on, riding on. So without further ado, I'd like to bring her in so that she can tell you for herself face to face words of advice as regards our adversity story. I know 5 minutes is not enough to share your adversity story, but I want you to just share with words of wisdom. How have you overcome adversity?
BC. Yeah.
Hello, we have you on screen now.
Hello, everyone. A big congratulations to you again. I must say that I just love the title of your book. And like you were describing the colors, it's beautiful. The thought that you put into it is just amazing. Because yeah, you need to know that adversity is not something to be sad about, but something you can smile and laugh about. The Bible says we glory in tribulation, even when there is a casting, for us there is a lifting. So yeah, I just love the bright color. I love this your smile, on the book cover. Yeah, because it says it all that yeah, befriend adversity. Adversity is not the end of life. Adversity should not define you. Adversity should not limit you. Adversity is a platform for greatness. Adversity is an announcement of a new season in your life. Adversity opens the doors to things that you could not even imagine on your own. Of course, like you said, we all have our plans in life. We have our life mapped out. We have our dreams about where we want to go. But the one that is bigger than us, that knows our purpose, that knows our end from the beginning, is always in control. And if you love God and you have met God, then you should trust Him enough to know that He cannot mismanage your life. Whatever He allows into your life is for a purpose, and He's going to glorify Himself even in that adversity. So, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that you wrote this book because our in, the common reaction to adversity that we humans have is to run, is to be afraid, is to be running helter skelter, looking for solutions in all of the wrong places because we think that our adversities have come to limit us. We think that our adversities has come to derail our life, but we don't know that in that adversity that it can, God, the Bible says that God makes all things to work together for the good of those that love him. In that adversity, God is working something for your good. God is bringing out something that you cannot imagine. You know, the problem with a lot of us is that we always want to be in control. We think that we are the owners of our lives. We think that we can do things the way we want. And because we always want to be in control, adversity will always come to get us out of control. Adversity tells us that no, you are not in control. And because you find yourself not in control, then you are really, you are terrified, you are anxious, you have depression because it's like, oh God, everything is out of control.
Yeah.
But yeah, even if everything is out of control, you have the one who is in control. And if you learn to rest, and if you learn to just be, put your faith in him, then you will notice that he has not forsaken you. He has not abandoned you. He's working things out for your good. I'm just so excited about this book, and I just want to encourage everyone. It doesn't matter the problems, the crises, the challenges you're going through life. Don't run away from adversity. Befriending Adversity, I believe, is a book that everyone should read. I have gotten my copy. I've read the snippet, and it's amazing. It's just amazing. I'm just so thankful. I thank you, BC, for really putting this down, because a lot of us need this encouragement. We need to know that yes, we can befriend adversity. We can smile, just like the horse that does not turn away in the face of battle. We can. The Bible says, if you faint in the days of adversity, then your strength is small. We can build our muscles to know that when adversity comes, we will still be standing and we will achieve our dreams. Thank you so much for this
Thank
opportunity.
you so much.
For you, I'm just talking.
I had to be quiet so I can take in everything you're saying. I had to be quiet so I can assimilate everything you're saying. Inspirational woman, thank you so much. I love the fact that you've shared about your faith, how this has strengthened you as a mother to a child with lifelong disabilities, also like me. And I'm sure people who are watching will be absolutely blessed by everything you've said. Thank you so much, Ufoma. And I'm going to be bringing our last, certainly not the least, inspirational woman. So please join me as I welcome Shana Begum. Shana, like I earlier told you, is St. Helens based, and she's a mental health expert. She is the go-to person for anything. If you need advice for, actually, if you're going through adversity, you should go to her because, yes, she's an expert in anything to do with domestic abuse, violence in the home, anything at all to do with your mental health. She's a go-to person. She runs a show called Empowering Women, and I think I will let her actually talk to you face to face, virtually, and she will introduce herself. So without further ado, please, let's get her on the screen. You can see the technical video.
I hope everyone can hear me. I have internet problems here, so apologies in advance. So thank you so much, Bissy, for having me here today. It's an absolute honor. First of all, congratulations. I have my own copy, so thank you so much. I'm so excited. I don't have long, but I just want to say what an amazing title, mental health expert and domestic abuse expert. I wouldn't really call myself an expert, but I am an expert in passion, and I'm so passionate in that area of domestic abuse, preventing domestic abuse and mental health. So again, my internet is really poor, so if you are asking me any questions, I can't hear anything. So I will do my best to just briefly talk about this amazing book. This book, I have a few copies to give away to our Women's Refuge as well. I'll talk about adversity. So most of my life, 25 years of that has been adversity, but I wouldn't change a bit of it, not even 1% of it, because it's made me who I am. Sometimes we can get so confused and absorbed into the world of thinking everything should be perfect. Happiness is everything. And that is a trap. Once you do have adversity and pain, use that. Always ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? And that's what I do nowadays. I haven't in the past, I'm a totally transformed character now. But through adversity, you have a special gift called opportunity. You know, it's an opportunity to build resilience. And during the COVID-19 period, especially around domestic abuse, all those people who are experiencing domestic abuse and mental health issues, you know, when the mental health is deteriorating, this is what we need. We need adversity, not adversity, we need resilience to move away from adversity. So, you know, befriending adversity, even the title is absolutely amazing. What an opportunity to build your resilience. And that's exactly what we need in St. Helens. So hopefully Refuge will receive some. This is an amazing book, especially for people who have dyslexia as well. The font is much bigger. So as a person who has dyslexia, I could easily read this book. And my favorite chapter is the victim, you know, move away from the victim mentality. I mean, that's so amazing. But it's also important to know people who are experiencing domestic abuse, wherever you are, it's a global issue, but especially in our local area, to know where to go. There is help available, and there is authentic help out there as well. You know, people who have actually been through that journey, like myself, and it's absolutely an honor to be here. Thank you so much. Me, everybody, and all the best with this book. What a toolkit. It has so much tool. I would call it Befriending Adversity Toolkit, because it does have tools and techniques within the book. What an amazing book, and you know, what an honor and a privilege to meet you, my lovely. So thank you so much. All the best. I hope that's okay.
Yes, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much for the words of wisdom. I love what you said about resilience, that adversity is an opportunity to actually build your resilience. And I'm sure that viewers have picked up so many things from the things you said. Thank you so much, Shauna, for joining us today.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So you've heard from my 3 inspirational women. I'm sure that you're already really motivated right now. So we are actually moving towards the end of, and honestly, I feel quite emotional talking about the end because I'm having fun, you know. Why should we have to end this? But yes, we have to, so that I can eat my cake, you know. I actually mentioned, look at my cake. Actually, courtesy of Shana. So you've actually just seen Shana on screen right now. I need to tilt this so you can see it. I don't want the cake to drop. I don't want the cake to, so it has the picture of the book. Anyway, I did say that because it's virtual and I can't share my food or my cake with you or my drink with you, I did say that you are encouraged to actually eat as much cake as you want. And after today, you can hit the gym. Okay, you're allowed. Okay, so thank you so much. Please leave, you know, a comment for my 3 inspirational women. Anything you learned from them. If you have questions, I can pop back to the comment section to answer the question. But there's a particular question that stood out to me, and I want to respond to before I go into the last 2 items. So if you're here, please don't leave because we're about to end. I've only got 2 more items to go. I'm going to show you the agenda, just 2 more items to go. Yes, so right now, okay, I need to get Shana's name off the screen. Okay, so I was saying that there is a comment that stood out to me, and I think the reason why I'm quite excited about this is Abby is actually someone that I schooled with. So I honestly feel so emotional having you here. Primary school, secondary school, from way back. I mean, people, how do you feel when you virtually connect with people you've not seen, friends you've not seen from when you were like little? So yes, this is such a proud moment for me. And I thank God for the internet. I mean, let's just talk about the positives of the internet. You know, people who you've not seen for a long time. So yes, Abby is one of them. And I just really am glad that we've reconnected recently. Thank you for your question. So what you said about adversity, like how do we cross that hurdle, especially mentally? I wish Shana was here. I mean, Shana was here just a few minutes ago. She would have answered it. But I'm going to talk about my own experience and also some of the things I put in this book. is the fact that practicing, dealing with adversity for me, I did not sugarcoat it in my book. It's an acknowledgement that yes, it's not going to be easy, but also about the fact that with daily practice, you can actually overcome adversity. We need to have a positive attitude to adversity. I think sometimes it's our expectation. So, like in terms of how we cross that ordeal, for me, what I'm going to say is expecting that yes, your road or your path is not going to be easy. I think once that expectation is there, that okay, it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to get through it anyway. Okay. One of my favorite things that I always say is, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of, I will fear no evil. So what I'm trying to say is, I have reached the point in my life where I constantly acknowledge that my path is not going to be easy, but actually overcoming adversity or crossing that ordeal is a daily practice. It's going to be sometimes on some days it's going to be little baby steps, and that's fine. But no matter what you do, even if you have to crawl, don't stop. So yes, that word, don't give up, it's not cliche, it's actually real. It has really worked for me. Because if you look at how I was at the beginning of my journey, adulthood, having kids, growing career, business, marriage, I was constantly afraid. It's like, God, I'm such a small girl. Like, how am I going to cope with all these responsibilities? But here I am, so to let you know that, yes, you can grow. It's going to be a daily practice. You're going to be, on some days, you might crawl. On some days, you might be able to walk, daily practice. Just, if I give you all the points, you'll probably not be able to. I can't give everything away. You need to read this book and get all my strategies, all the things that have worked for me. They're all there. So thank you very much for that beautiful question. I think I've welcomed most of you. I have seen a lot of people that I've sort of known from way back. Thank you so much. So we are at the roundabout the end. So we have two more items. The first is, the second to the last rather, is the announcement of the book launch winners. Okay, see if I can get these on the screen. The winners, I want to get these on the screen. So let's get these on the screen. I have my winner on the screen. Okay, so before I put these women's picture on the screen, I'm going to say something. When I announced my competition, I did because as an independent author, it's really important to me to be able to get the message out there. It's no point doing all the hard work and then hiding it, if you understand what I mean. You can't light a candle and then put it on the blanket or whatever, you know what I mean? You need to set it up on the mountain and let everyone hear about it. So I do really rely on you to get the word out there. So I mentioned that when you respond to enter the competition, you should use a particular hashtag. Now I noticed that most of you are not using the hashtag. What I suspect is maybe some of you don't understand the guidelines of the competition. So what I want you to do is, apart from posting pictures of you reading the book to encourage others as well, and also sharing your adversity stories as well, you can use the hashtag Befriending Adversity. And so these are options of what you can do to enter the competition. And the last was, I said you can leave a review as well on Amazon. It's so important. I think it's going to come in my vote of thanks. But let me just briefly say it. Your reviews will really go a long way to help you to get the message. Because look, books like this were not written for profit. I know and I'm confident that this is going to change lives. And this is the reason why I have, written this book. And I have put in all the hard work. And honestly, your feedback will really help so that I can know what you've learned. I can know if there's anything positive. And I am confident that this is going to change your life. So your feedback, people have emailed me, messaged me about how wonderful the book is. But you need to post it on Amazon. Otherwise, other people are not going to hear about it. It's going to really help all the analytics and stuff like that. But let's not go into that. But I hope you get the message. So the only person who really followed the guidelines of the competition so far is Bosse. So thank you so much for posting a photo of you. I'm only able to post one of your lovely photos, but thank you so much for sharing a photo of you reading your Befriending Adversity book. And she has won a signed copy of Befriending Adversity. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to email you and I'm going to ask you for an address. Maybe you want to send this to a friend since you already have one, or I can send it to you. Because it's a signed copy, you have a chance to tell me what you want me to write. Maybe you want the book to be addressed to someone or a friend or something. Yes, we'll do that. Okay, so thank you so much, Bosse, our winner. The competition will still be open. We should be closing it today, and I'm going to keep it open because the prizes are still there to be won by others. Go on my page, look at the guidelines, and see if you'll be able to enter. All right, thank you. This is a vote of thanks. Vote of thanks. Okay, I am at the last part of my book launch, which is always emotional. I don't like to say goodbye, but I have to. I have to. I have. This is the vote of thanks. The vote of thanks. Let's see. Okay, let's get the. I'm just going to get these on your screen because I want you to be able to follow. I want you to be able to follow me as I'm talking about my vote of thanks. All right. Okay, so thank you all so much for attending my book launch today. So excited. So although I initially planned that my first book is going to be launched by a fantastic event, I imagine it to be in a hall where I can bring my friends and family together, my customers, everyone together to celebrate. But COVID happened, and so let's not go into that. You all know. So everything is sort of like virtual right now. But I'm pleased that you've been able to celebrate with me, irrespective of where you are. From the comfort of your homes, you've joined me with your bubblies. Thank you. I want to thank God for his abundant blessings and the strength to look adversity in the face, in the eye, without fainting. I want to thank my readers, those who have read my book, those who are currently reading, and my future readers, prospective readers. Thank you all so much. To every person who's dipped their hands into their pockets to invest in my book, I see it as an investment. You're not just buying it, you're investing into your knowledge base. You're investing into building your muscles to deal with adversity. I want to appreciate you all. Thank you so much. For those who have bought the Kindle copy, for those who have bought the paperback, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me. I know that some of you are not even into business right now because the book is about how I leveraged the power of adversity in my life and in my business. But I know that you've simply bought this book to signify that I deserve your encouragement. This means a lot to me. Thank you. Your kindness and your encouragement means the world to me and my family. Joy, Joseph, my husband, we're all grateful to you. I want to thank my husband for creating such a loving, peaceful, enabling environment for me to thrive beautifully. I am thriving thanks to the abundance of love in my life. Thank you. So that's a thank you to my darling husband. I know he's watching, and I think he'll be blushing right now. Thank you to my hardworking editor, Dr. Clement. Thank you so much. Thank you to my book cover designer. I think I've already told you a little bit about the cover design and the painstaking process we went through designing this cover. But her name is Mrs. Adiola Disu. Thank you so much for designing this fantastic cover. There is nothing that's absolutely too much for her. I will tweak this, tweak that, tweak this. We exchanged emails really late into the night. We eventually came up with this. I was constantly changing the font, the size, the tone, all sorts of things. But she's such a good, fantastic listener. She listened to what I wanted and she kept tweaking it until we achieved this masterpiece. Thank you so much. I want to thank my dad, Engineer Latif Banwo. He is the person who taught me how to read even before I could barely talk. He helped me to nurture my love for great literature. I'm honored to announce that my dad wrote the foreword to my book. Yes. My dad wrote this part of my book, the forward. He did. He wrote it. And I really cannot wait to hear what you think about my daddy's writing. I'm sure he'll be flattered when he sort of hears some of the fantastic things that some of you have been saying. Some people would ready to have said, oh, your dad is a genius. Yes, I am passing all your compliments to my dad. I want to thank members of my online communities, the people who I consider friends. You're all my friends. You're not just random people on the internet. To my Joy and Joe special needs community, all of us are bounded by the love we have for our children who have disabilities. I am forever grateful to you for your support, for your love. Thank you for trusting me and my family. I want to thank my fairly new online community, the EEP, Entrepreneurial Empowerment for Parents community. Though it is still early days, it's been a few months since we started this community, I can already see us growing from strength to strength. My vision is to see you parents succeed in your individual businesses and to see your families thrive as well. Thank you all so much for your support. I want to thank my baby wearing community. Without the support and patronage of my baby wearing families, I will not be here today. So thank you all so much to my Joy and Joe baby wearing customers and fans. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much to my friends and families. Too many to mention, too many to be individually mentioned. But you all know that your support means the world to me. I apologize that because obviously I am already, these book launch should be for an hour, and I think I'm a couple of minutes above an hour, so I'm rounding up. So I will not be able to mention your names individually. But you all know that I appreciate you. Thank you all so much. Our time is fast spent, so yes, like I said, please forgive me if I didn't mention your name. I appreciate you nonetheless. God bless you, and I can't wait to see photos of you reading your Befriending Adversity book. I am going to borrow a cue from my movie, Niger movie producers, how they promote their movies. Grab your copy now. That is quite comical. But yes, grab your copy now. So Befriending Adversity is now available. Grab your copy now. Yes, so this is the end of the show. This is the end of the book launch. Thank you all so much. See, I think I had a couple of things I'm going to show you while I'm rounding up. Thank you all so much for watching. Yes, now available now. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And I'm going to replay the trailer, and you can actually check out. We finished. Thank you so much. Befriending Adversity is now available. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Bye. I'm going to leave a link in the comment section, and this is going to be the link to my Amazon Okada books, where you can click and buy. You can also buy this book directly from me as well. I have some of my autocopies. I have some of my autocopies are here. They are limited, but I can always print some more. The only difference is my autocopies have got these in front of them. The ones you order will be like this. It's not going to have that in front of it. So that's the difference between this is my author copy and this is this. Still the same content, but it's just the book cover design. Amazon has put that on it. So thank you so much. You can get these on my website. The link will be live tonight, but you can also get these on Amazon. This is available on Amazon, Italy, Spain, Canada, USA. And if you're in Nigeria, you can order from Okada Books. Okada Books will only sell you the electronic copy of the book, but at least you don't have to pay exorbitant shipping fees from the UK to Nigeria. So please you can still contact me anytime to ask questions if you need to ask me any question at all. Thank you so much, and I'm going to wave you goodbye. Thank you so much.